Joann Perez, period 3. 9/11 group questions. How old were you when the attacks took place?
29 years old.
Where and what were you doing? Working, going to school, etc.?
I was in Puerto Rico, in the town called Peñuelas. And at that moment when it happened, I just got up and I was feeding the twins, Precious and Kiana. They were eating at the time when we turned on the TV and we saw what was going on.
When did you know it was a terrorist attack?
They said it on the news.
What emotions and thoughts were going through your mind as you learned about the attacks?
Emotions, it was just more concern. It was heartbreaking. And even though I wasn't here, all your feelings come out, and we were just crying.
How do you feel about the discrimination towards Muslims in the United States? Would you take part in it?
Wouldn't take part on it because I got family members that they're Arabic, and religion, I don't think it doesn't have much to do with it, but it's just how people interpret it.
How do you feel about the less visas being given to people from Pakistan and Morocco?
Well, when that happened in 9/11, I think it was just to make sure and that everything was okay. It was just more precaution, I guess.
Do you support the additional security at airports?
Definitely, yes.
Why?
It's just for you to be able to travel more safe.
Do you believe the government should be able to listen to phone calls or private emails in order to fight terrorism?
I agree at certain term, more not to everybody. Just if they know about a person that it has like a certain background and they know that they might do something like that, yeah, check on that person, make sure that that person is safe to be here. But I don't think for everybody.
So like special cases and...
Yeah, definitely.
Were you afraid for your safety or the safety of your families? What actions did you take?
Not really. Like I wasn't in this and near New York City at that point. And nobody from my family was either.
What is your most vivid memory of that day?
Well, actually, when we were watching the news, they were just talking about the first plane like hitting the first tower, and like we were seeing just like a tape record like when it happened, but when they went live, they were talking. That's when the second plane hit the second tower, and that we saw it like on the spot right there.
Did you ever question it not being terrorism?
No, with something like that happen of that magnitude, and it wasn't only in one place, but in a couple of other places, you just figure it out on the spot that that's what it was.
Do you believe our nation is safer today as a result of the changes that took place?
I think it's more safe. I think that people are more aware now than before. and it's definitely like a life changing.
How did the nation react the first few days after 9/11?
Everybody was just more careful. Um, like everything stopped. Trains, buses, people didn't wanna go out. It was still like vivid, and just people didn't even want to come out on the streets or nothing.
15 years later, are you worried that anything that happened can happen again?
Yes, I think it could happen again, and that's why the government has to be like more careful, more aware, and they have to work to keep us all safe. But definitely, I think it could happen again. Definitely.
How has 9/11 changed our nation and or the world?
I think people are more aware now of their surroundings, of they're always like checking other people, what they're doing, how they're reacting. It's kind of like hard too, because sometimes just because you see a person praying or you don't understand what they're saying, people are taking it as they might be saying or doing something wrong when it's not like that. So it's like I just say that like people are more aware of their surroundings and about all the people around.
Do you see that as a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a good thing, especially like if somebody's next to me, and if you see that somebody's gonna do harm to other people, you just want to. I think like us as Americans, we will try to stop it no matter what.
Okay. Thank you.